to bring into this circle space tonight. And I'm going to go through and read them. Oh, hello. Peace, strength, serenity, trusting in the process of what is. Intention, connect to my inner guidance. Physical safety, serenity, healing, connection, love, peace, happiness, freedom for all, balance, release, peace, safety, and confidence. To bring in the healing that all of our ancestors are offering to us on the planet right now. Leadership, confidence and clarity to move forward smoothly and effectively. Good part of what was the past. Serenity, love. Beautiful. And you guys are welcome to continue to add things as we go. Okay, I think we're ready to open the circle. Natalie, do you want to lead us in the opening, and then I'll cast the circle space?
Yeah, I just wanted to thank you so much for joining us tonight. I hope everyone can hear me okay.
It's a little bit low. I think you need to speak up a little bit.
Can you hear me better now? Is that a little bit better?
A little bit.
I'm not having the best service at the moment. Okay, I'm going to speak up. So for me, this means so much to be able to do this together with Dr. Phoenix. And I just wanted to go ahead and introduce Dr. Phoenix. She is both a primary care provider in Western medicine and a doctor of Eastern medicine in acupuncture and herbology. And I just want to share just a little bit about her so you guys can have a little tasting. Her passion is in empowering others to awaken to their own unique healing light and mission on this planet at this time. And that alone says it all. I'm so, so grateful to get to know you. And tonight she's going to be leading us through a tele-experience, which I want to kind of let her guide us through without saying too much more, let you be in for a treat. She'll be going through a series of acupressure points to follow along with our own body, visualization, and sound healing. Really, tonight is about stepping into your ability, your gifts as a healer, because you are your own best healer to yourself, number one, and to this world. So without saying anything more, I'm going to let her take over. And if you want to know more, a little bit more about me, feel free to message me at another time. But I really want to put all the focus on her and what she's here to do with us tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Natalie. Again, you know, Natalie's been creating a group called I Am Courageous. And for a few months, it's been picking up momentum. And she's really come at a pivotal time, and with the mission of creating a group of support for people and to collaborate with others to bring these kinds of things to people. So thank you so much, Natalie, for all the work that you're doing on this planet at this time. Okay, so I'm so excited for everyone that's on here right now, my loves that I've known for a very long time and the ones that I will get to know tonight. My prayer for this evening was for whoever was meant to come into this space, for it to be an interconnected, woven web that will hold us all and whatever we need at this time. So, you know, we're going to be going through this in a way that is going to be collaborative in terms of what energies that you bring into this. So let's just get present with ourselves, taking in a deep breath into our bellies here. Closing your eyes. As you exhale, allow the day to just wash off. Allow any thoughts, from the week to just roll off your shoulders. With your inhalations, bringing your present moment here into this space. I call in a circle around us all, for us all to be held, for nurturing to come for each of our beating hearts that are connected right now to each other. That we're all here on this interweb of the internet, through video and sound, and to allow the frequencies that come through for it to be the exact messages that your soul needs to receive right now to unlock genetic codes to activate at this time of humanity. So now I want us to do a body scan. And you know, tonight is all about working with our own bodies in this microcosm that we are, right? And like they say, be the change that you want to see in the world. And the holographic nature of reality, right, shows through physics that when we change a piece of the whole, we change the entire whole. So tonight, I'm really excited about the major shifts that are just going to ripple out from the energy that we co-create and collaborate with together. So writing in your intention tonight, a lot of it is around, there was a vast array of serenity and peace, and also trusting and grounding in beauty from our past so that we can usher in into the security of what we're all moving into right now in humanity's time. There's so much that's been said of ancient wisdom that I'm not any specialist in, but the people who are specialists are pretty darn excited right now about the transformations that are happening. You know, we have so much locked into our DNA that science hasn't yet uncovered. And they say that it's just blank DNA, unusable. But the more that they learn, the more that it seems like we're holding really ancient wisdom locked into these strands, this double helix of genetic code. And so tonight I want to offer us to unravel the things that served us and our ancestors in the past that no longer serve us now. And for us to then activate and switch on the genetics that will usher in this new age for humanity. So I'm going to be working first with this Ren channel. And go between, you'll feel in your chest here, your ribs will come up to a point, and you're going to find between this, you know, the hollow here, and if everyone can go ahead and go through and mute, or Natalie, if you want to go through. You're going to press on this point here. You know, when we look at the chakra system, it's not hard to see. I'm sure all of us on this call have had the experience of feeling life through this chakra, right? And because of our own past and our ancestors' past, a lot of us close up these systems. And these are really a different part of our intelligence. It's like a different brain that we can tap into. So go ahead and just start tapping on your chest here, allowing the vibrations to allow things to unravel. Any tension that you have, breathe deeply into that space, allowing to release what is no longer serving you. And now go ahead and close your eyes. I want us to travel back into ancient memory held within our genetic code of a time where there was great disruption, where there was time of great change in humanity, a time where we were scared. I want you to anchor in the fact that you are safe and loved and held right now in this moment. Bring in the peace and the presence that you're cultivating right now in this body form, and anchor it to that past. Allowing yourself to hold that ancestor in your heart, giving them so much love and gratitude for their genetics to have continued forward to create the being that you are now. You can go ahead and soothe this area, bringing that energy down. Any energy coming up for you, you can just kind of swirl it around, allow it to move off. Allowing yourself to know that whatever is coming up for you is safe to feel and that it's good. That it's helping unweave this story. And it's also helping hold the past and honor it for it bringing us here now. Now let's go to our solar plexus and go ahead and just kind of give it some nurturing attention. You know, all the science is showing us now that our gut, our microbiome, all the little bacterium that are in there serve as our second brain, our other neuron system. So giving a lot of love and attention to our belly. Go ahead and press in and around your rib cage. Pull any energy off that is thick. I'm feeling a lot come up with everyone right now through that heart work. So once again, grounding yourself right now into this present moment within your own body. Breathing into this space. Sitting up straighter if you need to, for it to help you anchor in and root down into this moment. Pressing and just holding. I'm going to do a few tones now for this system. You can allow yourself to go to the past, or you can just stay in the present moment if you're not ready to go there yet. Allow this part of you to be nurtured and held. So now I'm going to have us, this is a really beautiful millions-year-old fossil, and I'm going to place it here for us. You know, all the science shows that when you watch someone do something, you can mirror, like neurologically, they see in the brain that it's happening to you. So I'm holding this here for us at our solar plexus, anchoring in the ancient knowing that what has passed and what is to come, that we're held here. That just as this ancient creature lived out its life form, we are living out ours. And resonating with this knowing about the fact that we're here to unwind our own story in humanity. And go ahead and connect with your ancestor again. Might be the same energy, it might be a different one. And through this chakra, to remember an experience as well. This one generally tends to be a bit more guttural, a bit more intense in terms of survival instincts, fight or flight. You can go ahead and start tapping now. Allowing a vision to unfold or just an energy where you can bridge the present moment with our history. Knowing that in this moment you are safe, you are held. You have every need met right here, right now. Because if we're able to be here through this thread of the internet, on some kind of smart tablet, really, we're doing okay. We're doing good. Feel the comfort of being able to be held right now with our whole group that's on this call. Knowing that we're all here and we're all releasing energy from our bodies for the highest good of ourselves and the planet. And you can just wash this down. Now I want us to imagine with our root and sacrum chakra, with the alignment of our back and going through our tailbones, allowing these chakras to create a root, a taproot into the earth. Allowing the earth to pull up through our spine. Allow this root to just continue to grow on this call, spreading deeper and deeper down. Connecting with parts of the soil that are ancient and deep and hold a lot of history and wisdom. But knowing that this too shall pass. That isn't it true that as humans, we find ourselves in these situations where everything feels so intense, and then it passes. And generally, with the rate of intensity that we experience, the transformation is equally as powerful. So just rooting yourself in the knowing that if you are having intense experiences at this time, that just means that you're having an equal amount of powerful transformation. And how beautiful it is to think about the mode of the butterfly. The butterfly eats 300 times its body weight before it heads to the cocoon. Think about humanity, how much overconsumption we all do, whether it be social media, food, maybe even bad things for us. How much we've been personally over-consuming in our life. And as a collective. And how at this point in time, Mother Nature has brought this mode to say, okay, now it's time where you get to go into your cocoon. So I want us to imagine right now with our taproot to wrap the cocoon around us, going into the womb space. Knowing that there's nothing left that you need to do. You've already ate lots and lots and lots. And now you're here to just rest and be. So that you can become something new. But in this process of the cocoon, we must dissolve. We can't force the expansion. We can't force any transformation. We have to allow dissolving. I want us to go back into our mother's womb and go back to when she was in her mother's womb. For the egg that grew us came from our grandmother's womb when our mother was inside. Go back when your grandmother was in the womb and when her mother was in the womb. Continue this, allowing each layer to build a deeper and deeper cocoon around you. Allowing all of your ancestors to hold you in this moment. Gaining and opening to the wisdom of the different transformations that they had to go through in their lifetimes. And that it all was okay. Because you were born. Allow the parts of you that hold stress, tension, fear. Allow those parts of you to dissolve into this cocoon. For as we allow them to dissolve, it becomes the nectar for our transformation. While we're in this cocoon state, there's another point I want you to press on. I'm going to have you go to your wrist. You're going to take 3 fingers from the wrist crease, and right between these tendons here, you can feel the tendons when you move your hand like this. 3 fingers from the crease between those tendons. You're going to press on this point. This point is pericardium 6. Pericardium is the wrapper of our heart, the protection of our heart, the cocoon of our heart. This point is called the inner gate. It helps to heal the relationship that we have to our internal self. For then we can better realize that everything that goes on inside of us is what we witness outside of us, right? How often is it when we're in a mode of frustration that all of a sudden the people around us are just making you more frustrated? Yet when we're at peace, it doesn't really matter. You can just smile at someone else doing something that normally might trigger you. And on the opposite side of this, directly across that point, is our outer gate. This is what strengthens our boundaries with that which is outside of us. So press on these 2 points, strengthening and healing what is inside as we develop a stronger boundary and cocoon space for that which does not belong in our energetic field any longer. And breathe into these points. And I'm going to go through with a crystal that helps to cut any cords that doesn't belong to us. This can be ties of our past, relationships, energies, memories, things that just are no longer serving us. I cut these now. And allow any cut cords to just release back. And I call in any parts of ourselves that are still stuck in memories of the past, in the memories of our ancestors, in our own personal histories through lifetimes. I ask all of those pieces of ourselves to come back now. For us to anchor in deeper into our bodies and our body's experience on this planet. For all pieces of our mind, come back now. For all pieces of our heart, to come back now. For all pieces and memories of our solar plexus to come back now into this present moment. Releasing past histories, anchoring in to what is present for us now. Go ahead and feel that tap root go deeper. Let me grab another tool. As you hear this rain stick, allow it to wash off of you. Any old patterns that you're ready to release now moving forward. Allow it all to move through that taproot that you have into the ground, the Mama Earth. Now I want you to sit with another point. It's right around your knee here. So you're gonna find your kneecap, and you can measure your kneecap with these two fingers here. And then take that same measurement above your kneecap and just go finger breath inward. So measurement, up, over. And you can find it pretty easily here. I mean, really, if you just go from your kneecap inward here, you'll find a really gushy, gushy spot that just wants to be pressed. Oh, it's tender on me. Can you guys feel that? Yeah. You hold a lot right here. So on both sides, you can just go ahead and press around until you find your little gushy spot. Allow yourself to breathe into it, pressing deep as you're willing to press, massaging into it. I want us all to commit in this moment. Something that we're willing to release in our lives into this womb space, into our cocoon, so that we can better serve humanity. So we can better serve our own hearts, our genetics, our ancestors who have come before us, that has led us to this moment. This moment that is completely unprecedented in time for humanity. The first time where the whole world goes into a cocoon together. Holding this point, feeling into what it is that you're wanting to birth into this life, into your own life, or into the world around you. What is it that you're wanting to see happen? What is it that you're wanting someone to do? What is it that you've just always waited to do? Hold this vision in your mind. Move it into your heart. Move it into your solar plexus so that you can feel it. Now I want us to go to our shoulders. Above, at the base of our heads, you'll feel a little indentation where the skull meets the neck. Right back here. Press deeply on this point. This is called our wind gate. This helps boost our immune system to not allow external pathogens in. And then move down your neck, releasing tension as you go. Going to the tops of our shoulders. Allowing this tension to release like butter through your touch, through your presence. Shaking anything off that's holding on, causing a buildup. This point is also really great here for bringing energy down. So if you start to get an upwelling of energy that starts to ruminate in your mind too much, press on this point. And again, imagine your taproot. Allow all of this tension and energy that we carry from humanity to release off of us. Let's just do a body check to see if we're holding tension or energy anywhere else. Feeling some in the sacrum. So you can go through with your fingertips, go from the base of your back, and you can just press in to those ropey muscles that go along the edge of the spine. Press in into the sacrum. There's a lot of energy that we hold in our sacrums. Pressing into these points here, breathing deep energy, oxygen into these cells, into this tissue. How much we hold in our hips. How much our ancestors have held. Pressing into the front as well. You can follow this energy down, just doing big, graspy arms, hands, down your legs, down the back of your calves. The back of the calf is the same meridian that opens up the channel to your whole spine, next to your spine. So press on those calves, you might find some juicy points there. Going down, down, down. And if you can get to the balls of your foot, right between, where we've got this area here, you'll find a nice point there, right there. This is the only point that's found on the base of our feet. Kidney 1. It's our other taproot that we use all the time as we walk. Let's just pull our energy into this point, knowing that we'll utilize this point to ground us as we walk upon this earth, that the earth will radiate with our love and our intention for this planet. And just do a body scan, remembering what you felt like at the beginning of this call. what your body felt like, what your mind felt like. Feeling what shifts have happened inside of you. I think we're ready to come out of our cocoon. What do you think? Okay. Go ahead and press on the top of your head. You'll find a point between your ears if you guide them up to the very top. You'll find some points that feel a little more tender than others. You'll find kind of the crown of your head here. Go between the crown and the top here. Just find some points, and you can use several fingers at a time, just pressing into the top. Allowing ourselves to open. Allowing light to pour into this point through our spines, through our taproot. Allowing the heavens and earth to meet through our bodies. For in a lot of ancient texts, that's what man is. We are the merging of soul and earth into flesh, into these bodies, where our souls are the vessels, the driver's seat of these vessels, where we get to feel, taste, and touch, and experience history. And we get to be co-creators in this existence. Go ahead and take your hands and reach the sky. Let your head go back. Allow your wings to come out. And with your arms, I want you to extend them out so that you can feel that stretch happen. That blood stretch through. Move it around, move it out. Moving your hand around in different positions. You can really feel that stretch. You can go behind you. That feels comfortable. Feeling our arms filled with chi, life force energy. I want us to once again come into ourselves and sit with this presence and our intention that we came here with and the vision that we have to move forward. Now I want to open up the space. What Natalie has created is really beautiful, and one of the aspects around it is to allow more direct healing to happen. So if anyone wants any focused attention or energy from this group, and it could be several people. On the bottom here, you'll see in the chat, you can raise your hand. So right above the chat box, you'll see raise hand. So go ahead, and if anyone wants any focused energy or wants to share anything that's coming up for them that they maybe haven't been able to release, and they're wanting some focused work, then we can all, as this group of united healers, come together for you right now. So as we're waiting, I want us to all just really, feel into this energy that you've cultivated inside of your body. And my big passion in this life is around reminding people that I connect with that they're the healer. If they're having any type of experience for me, it's really through yourself. It's in the allowing and the trust of you opening up to someone else. And really that someone else is you, right? It's just you opening up to the light that surrounds us all, the energy that surrounds us all. So for us all to be really empowered with the fact that this energy that's super gushy and beautiful, that was created from you. And that we're all these little healer bodies, these little energy generators that are going to go forth in the planet right now with this new integrated energy to create this ripple effect around those that you see after this call. And allow the alignment that you've created in your own body to then reflect on that other person. Because as we've seen tonight, right, just even seeing someone else do something, we can see it and feel it inside of ourselves. And so allowing that to happen to others around us. Allowing us to know how to come back into this space if we get out of alignment. It's just about remembering. We already know it, but we've had to forget to come into this human form. Okay, it's going down here. So does anyone want any specific healing or anything that come up? And you can even just write in the chat box if you don't want to be highlighted or whatever. Just if there's something, if you have any question or if you have anything stuck in your body anywhere, I'm happy to help assist you with any extra points. I'm glad you came on, Poppy. I'm glad you're here.
Sorry, did you say I could talk now?
Yeah, I'll close out the space whenever we're ready, but the space is still held, the container is still held.
Okay. May I share? Okay. So something came up that I had as a child, this pain that I couldn't even sleep, and I didn't know like what it was, like it was occurring, it would keep me up, but I couldn't pinpoint what it was, and I still can't. But I think it's still there, but it seems so ancient that like, and then when you said butterfly, like I kind of felt myself being eaten or something like that. But it was really intense. It was really intense. And then later on, when I was just feeling so much pain and I felt so sick, I was just like, it took years for me to release, to feel better. Like I felt so sick. And then I just laid in the ocean and let myself float and feel the water. Like I practice that when I go to the beach, and I feel like I'm connecting with Mother Mary, and I'm just breathing and being breathed in the water. So it's just like, I forgot about how I could do that. So thank you for reminding me again. bringing this healing back to me. It felt really beautiful. Thank you. Right.
And are you saying that you have something still stuck in you right now, or are you just,
I still like when I felt it, I was like, oh my God, that's that thing that used to haunt me. And I added a block to it, like I got afraid of it.
yeah.
It's like a memory, but also a deep feeling, like not sure what it is.
Do you feel it anywhere specifically in your body?
I think to my left side, like, not really sure. Like, I blocked it so much that it's so deep. Like,
So why don't you go ahead and close your eyes?
okay.
And I want all of us in this circle to go inside. And is your name Catherine?
Yes.
So let's go inside of Catherine, just allowing our light to funnel through her ancestral DNA into her memories, for her to either remember what needs to be remembered and to release what needs to be forgotten so that she can move forward. Allowing her to once again float in the great ocean that we're all a part of. And Catherine, there's a point, you know, when you're saying the left side, you know, that could either be the spleen, it could be the liver channel. I'm thinking it has to do with liver channel. So go ahead at the base of your ribs here, and we can all move together.
The base of my rib? Oh, okay.
The base of this 11th rib.
Okay.
Go ahead and press into there. And this point, esoterically, it's used when we are ready to close a chapter and open into a new one. And so we can all utilize this point at this time. Going to this 11th rib, you know, you can even fill down these ribs until you feel that top of that other one. Allowing us to release the tension here so that we can open up a new chapter in our history. And then washing down your belly, down your sides, allowing that to go into the taproot that holds everything on earth, that holds everything, that transmutes it. Down. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. Sorry.
Stash. If you want to write in here, or you can, oh wait, you wrote. I've been sore deep in joints, hands, knees, ankles, feet. Wisdom to know what I need right now for maintenance of body, herbs, food, etc. Where to put energy, career-wise. So, you know, there's a lot of changes right now happening with barometric pressure. So for joints and herbs and stuff, turmeric obviously is really good. You want to add black pepper to that to exponentiate the absorption effects. And I can share more specific things too once we close the circle. And as far as where to put your energy right now, I would say that keeping your energy on your presence, you know, is really where everything is going to come out of. Bringing yourself back to the womb space of your own energy is where everything is birthed from. So allowing yourself to rebirth yourself at this time, allowing yourself to cocoon, and to be okay with the not doing it, with just being present with yourself is really what's going to allow us to then move into, let me just open this up. It's going to allow us to move back into what it is that's unfolding in front of us, what it is that we're going to co-create with humanity at this time. I don't know if you guys know yet about Unify, but they're a really great network that created 1 million people to meditate last week. And on some scientific scales, it showed this massive increase of, I guess, positive energy on the planet, and pretty potent. So when we come together in this way, right, we ripple out positive energy into our own lives, right? Taking this time, this space for ourselves. It's really potent work that we can open up to. So I suggest connecting with Unify. And, you know, for me, when I was sitting together with you all about what it is that I want to create on the planet, doing this kind of work is exactly what I've been calling in, or at least didn't know what it was going to look like. And coronavirus stuff, humanity's cocooning for me has brought in this whole new avenue where I could connect with people through video, through sight, sound. And so I do telemedicine offerings where I've never known that I could do it in a group space like this. So thank you for tonight. That was incredible. I've never done an experience like this with more than just one person at a time. It was one of the deepest journeys I've ever gone on personally. So wow, thank you. So I want us to, let me just make sure I'm not missing anyone else before I close out the circle. And I'll stay on here and answer any questions that you guys have about any supplements right now at this time for immune system, different formulas and things like that. I'm happy to be of service in that way.
And Linda, I also wanted to add in that I'm here for all of you. If any of you want to reach out to me, I'm a somatic intuitive healer, and I'm just reading into all these comments, and I don't want to take anything away from Dr. Phoenix, but I want you to know I'm here for you, okay? I'm like, I can't type fast enough, but I'm also taking in everything that you guys are sharing and sending out this healing. And I want to say that this is going to continue. You're going to continue to integrate everything that you received tonight. So to take it really easy and to let the little subtle messages move through your body and play with them, listen to them, really listen to them. It's like Dr. Phoenix said, we are this cocoon, we're coming back into our womb space, and there is so much magic that is here for all of you to tap into. So thank you so much, Dr. Phoenix, for leading this group experience. This has been such a treat. And she's here for all of you. Like she said, if you want to have further questions that you want to ask her about any kinds of, I'm sure, immune boosting, support right now, anything for staying, grounded through this whole experience. And like I said, I'm here for you too. And if you want to reach out to me on Facebook Messenger, please send me a message or come and find me at I Am Courage. It's my community, and I would love for you to be a part of that as well. Thank you, everyone, for joining tonight. I just wanted to throw that in there.
Thank you, Natalie. And so for us to close the space together, let's all just take in another deep inhalation. Bringing ourselves back into our body. We can keep our taproot centered, but bringing all of our awareness from our ancestors back into our present moment. And let's just unify with our hearts of this circle, this container that we've all created. Are all of our hearts beating as one beat right now. Breathing this energy down. And closing the circle by weaving all of our hearts and bringing it back into self, into our center. Holding this container within ourselves. Knowing that we can go back into it anytime we need to. Aho, and so it is. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. And we're here
Thank you.
for another 15 minutes to answer any questions that you have to help support you further right now. And yeah, connect with I Am Courage. Natalie's doing some really beautiful, beautiful work right now. Unify is connecting us globally. And I Am Courage is more of our community center where our hearts are more aligned in this valley and in this region of California. And there, I mean, I guess actually it's all over the world. There's people here from Japan and New Zealand. So I don't know. Natalie's got some stuff going on, grabbing people from a lot of places. So thank you for coming on. And
Thank you, everyone.
I'll answer.
Sparkles and deep gratitude for you being you. This is about you receiving yourself tonight. Thank you so much. And you can unmute yourself. And we will stay on if anybody has any further questions. I want to extend that. Thank you.
I'll talk to you soon, Melinda. Thank you. Thank you, Nat.
Yeah.
Thank
Love
you.
to all of you ladies.
Thank you.
So now that we're done, I feel a little bit of tension right in the solar plexus area.
Yeah, it was a hard one for me to get to clear tonight.
What?
That was a hard one for me to get to clear tonight when I was connecting with from my own space. You know, the solar plexus really holds so much. There's so much there, and there's so many layers that we've created blocks around, you know, due to not only ancestral traumas, right, but additionally what we've learned growing up in the particular Western society that we're in is to not really listen to our gut. You know, sometimes we'll feel things, but we just are forced to do other things due to our, you know, educational structures or our political societies. Just the whole thing kind of forces us to be out of tune with whatever our gut is saying is our truth. And so, you know, right now, the solar plexus for humanity is going through a huge upheaval where we get to look at the structures that held all of this back, and we're watching all of those dismantle. And we get to regain our own sovereignty about what is our own truth.
Okay.
You know, and so there's a lot there that is opening for us all. And so I would just say, you know, for this part of our bodies, for us to really allow nurturing comfort, doing a lot of warm broths, nurturing warm foods. You know, an easy one to make at home is just cutting up some slices of ginger tea, 5 slices, pouring some hot water over it, You could add some cinnamon to that as well for it to turn more into like a tonic that will help boost some immune system functions. That helps. You know, do a lot of nurturing things right now. And spend some time in the day as well where you rest with this part of yourself. And give gratitude for how much you feel there. Because this is our other brain.
Ah.
You know, I mean, the more and more science is unfolding right now with this truly being another neurological system for us.
Okay.
So really just honoring this part of you and apologizing to yourself for not listening, for pushing this part of yourself down for so long, for allowing yourself to trust others that might have hurt you. So now's the time to really allow ourselves to reconnect with our solar plexus, our gut instincts, our intuition, to really push away with all of the media stuff, because this is our source of truth and media and wisdom. This is what we need to listen to moving forward. How should we be connecting with humanity right now? How should we be conducting our daily lives? This is where you're going to find that answer.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I have one other thing to say. Check out using a castor oil pack. That's very soothing, so healing to release any pent up anger, resentment, just really soothing, so soothing, and put a heating pack on top of the castor oil. The other thing that was coming through as you were describing that.
Natalie, your connection is
getting a message for you.
Are you saying castor oil?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Oh my goodness, I don't know why it's not working very well. Yes, castor oil pack is what I was saying. And do you know about the Ho'oponopono? Do you know about that forgiveness prayer? Can you hear me?
Are you saying Ho'oponopono, the Hawaiian prayer?
There's a lot of you're breaking up, so it was hard to hear. Which prayer?
The forgiveness prayer.
Natalie, maybe turn off your video. That might help.
One second.
While we're waiting for Natalie to the service, I wanted to.
Can you hear me now? Does that make any difference? I'm
Yes.
just muting.
While my mom is still on, I want to just say thanks, Mom, for being on here. The fact that I was able to actually work with my womb, like me being inside the womb and my mom being on the call, that was incredible. And again, I've never done a call like this, and so knowing that I had my mom's love and support here in that space, it was really potent. So thanks, Mommy. Thanks, Mom, for being here.
It was very painful. 24 hours of intense pain.
And right, isn't this what we're going through as humanity? Like, this is uncomfortable, you know, us having to change our lives and stuff, you know, we're going through that birthing process right now. And, you know, there are stories of orgasmic births and stuff. I really tried. I couldn't necessarily go to that orgasmic place when I was in that process. But, you know, spoken from my own mother's words, like even birthing me was fun. It was painful, you know, and so looking at your own history and stuff too, right? Like from pain and from us going into an uncomfortable place of unknown. You never know if you're gonna die during birth or what your baby's gonna look like, if it has all its fingers. You don't know when you're in that cocoon with all of this stuff around you that you're dissolving into this unknown. You don't know what's gonna become of it. But
Well, like I told you, all I cared about is that you were healthy. So I told God, I don't care how much pain I have to go through as long as she's healthy. And he goes, okay. That you came out healthy.
You know, we can utilize for ourselves is for us to not have a specific idea of what the outcome looks like, as long as we're healthy. As long as our loved ones, which is our human family, that we're healthy, that we come out of this more connected in a healthier way. Thanks, Mom. That'll be my new mantra.
You're welcome.
Natalie, are you back on? Did you want to share more about the prayer?
Sure. Can you hear me now? I think maybe there was just some unmuted people that maybe it was making it hard.
That's better.
I was just offering that, like you were explaining about creating more forgiveness within yourself, especially in your solar plexus, where we oftentimes will literally hunch in and repress our real power. And so doing the Ho'oponopono prayer, it's a Hawaiian prayer. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, that it creates so much softening within yourself and your higher consciousness. And you can really do this prayer to anyone, for anyone, with anyone. It's a beautiful thing that you can look up on YouTube. You can listen to it and repeat it like a mantra. It's really, really, really healing, especially if there's somebody, sometimes we're holding so much pain in our solar plexus, we can't get out our truth to people like family, for example. You know, like people that are just, we can't have those healed relationships, so then we hold it in our solar plexus, when really Spirit just wants us to create that forgiveness so that we can soften again and step back into our power and open our hearts. It really cuts off, it creates this, almost like this separation between the lower half of your body and the upper half. So it's like, if that solar plexus is open, then wow, your heart is just going to be bursting. And yeah, you'll just feel so much more ease in your life. And it's a practice, it's a daily practice. So I've used it a lot in my life.
Beautiful. Can Bobby or Natalie, can you write the prayer in the text chat there? And I know that there was an ask about joint. And an easy gut formula too, Bobby was mentioning, keep your gut healthy. I mean, probiotics, right? I mean, so much of our society has been on antibiotics, and we don't understand an easy way to put it is that, you know, our gut is like this tropical rainforest where things can easily grow, right? Fertilize, it's warm, the soil has a lot of nutrients, a lot of water happening. So when we take antibiotics, everything gets clear cut in our rainforest. And so once we start eating again, those bacteria are what has reign over everything. So if we're eating more sugary foods, carbs, and things like that, those bacteria are going to be the one that really inoculate and become the main majority bacteria, which are then going to send signals to our brain saying, hey, more sugar, more carbs, this or that, right? A lot of our sugar cravings are actually from our gut, from the bacteria in there that survive off of that stuff, saying, hey, you need more of this, feed me. And so I always know if I'm having an inoculation issue when I'm craving sugar, because generally I'm a salty eater, genetically speaking as well. My genome just prefers salt more. So when I am craving sugars, I know, okay, I need to hit the probiotics. And so anytime that you ever have gotten off of antibiotics, go right to probiotics. Yarrow, Jarro, usually you can find that at Whole Foods or a health food store in the cold section. They're usually pretty good. ProBio, I really like the research based off of that. You can usually find it on Google or Amazon. It's through my store as well, but you can find it online, ProBio. What's important about probiotics, because there's all kinds of controversy around, well, how many millions of trillions of whatever should I be taking? And really what matters is the research behind, does it get past the acid of the stomach, and can it inoculate in the gut? And ProBio is the best one that I found for that. It's by Pharmanex, ProBio. If you're gonna go over the counter somewhere, then Yarrow is one of the